Oh dear God, does the lighting suck in this room? Hang on. It's nighttime. There's not much that I can probably do. I can't hear you, by the way.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
Now I can. Should I get a lamp?
No, we see you fine. We see you fine.
God,
Are you on your computer or are you on your phone?
computer.
Uh, is your computer power enough for a background? If you want to do your background thing or not, I don't know if it is or not.
I can't hear you, by the way. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? There's a little delay in the YouTube live.
Yeah, there's got to be a delay in the. There's about a 20-second delay.
Okay, I'm gonna mute the YouTube one.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Sound-
Also, what you can do is share the live on your post as well. Like copy. Here, I'll send you the short link. Here's the short link for the YouTube. Where are you? There you go. That's the short link for the YouTube. You can share that on your web talk. So go ahead and share the Zoom information. I'll share it as well, and I'll tag Teacher Tim, and I'll tag some other students that may want to join. Because we're doing it kind of last minute, it may be a little bit till they join, or if they join, or if they don't join, then you can just kind of do a live lesson, kind of one of those, seminars where like no, you're just talking to an audience and you can just kind of go through the slides as well.
Okay, makes sense.
And then you can take the actual live video and snip it to when you do the seminar, and then you can upload it to your YouTube or to your that's what you can do.
Okay, so
That's
I put
what I would
the
suggest.
perfect. I put the YouTube link. Hopefully
Perfect.
people will be able to see it. But other than that, is the lighting okay? Should I get a lamp or something?
Your lighting's good. Your lighting's very good. I
Or
can
like
see you
dark and
very well.
scary?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay, perfect.
So let me. Did you share the Zoom information?
Yep, I shared everything.
Okay, let me
And
reshare it then. And let me go to your page. So I'm giving you credit. So now you know that when people are sharing your post, right, you're going to get points for that. And that's what's going to add up. So when you do these often, it's not adding up to a lot, but it will, eventually. And then when you invite, see, you have an advantage actually. You haven't really invited anybody with your link, right?
no.
You probably have nobody in your level. So anybody you invite, you're going to get matching points. So if you invite 4 teachers who are very serious that want to try this and volunteer, blah, 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 and they're making posts and they're commenting, right? And people are commenting on their posts, right? You're going to get their points. So if you got 4 teachers and 10 people are commenting on each post, it's going to all add up. Anyways, okay, so you shared the live and you shared the ID. Okay. So let's, what I would do, darn it, I didn't mean for it to say Grant Glass. I would just take that out. I would actually put your name instead of my name, but it's okay. What I would do is create a new post and just put I can't find your, there you go. Just put that, make a new post and put that in, and I'll share that as well. So it can get really out there. So, or I would take that part and put it at the top of the post, like put the information at the top so people can see it. And that's the first thing they see. So I'm going to tag some people in your post here. I thought people would have joined. I know it's kind of technically their lunchtime in Vietnam. They eat at like 11:30, 11 o'clock. But I figured they could be finishing or whatever. So let me look at some students that I can tag. Let me see. Otherwise, YouTube Live is just hearing us just ramble about nothing. Ooh, Vitamin would want to join.
Lol. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna give some time for these people to join in.
Yeah, and then I'll quiet down, and you can be more of a seminar, and you can post it and say, here's the class you guys missed. I wish you guys were there. Blah blah blah, kind of thing. I need to look for students to tag. So let me go to my levels here because there's a lot of new students that have joined. So I can just tag. And maybe they'll see it, maybe they won't. It'd be nice if I can. Okay. Also, at the moment, I would follow some people. Make sure you're following myself. Make sure you're following RJ, Tim.
I'm following 11 people so far.
Okay.
Anyone who's so far followed me gets a follow back. I have 95 followers. How many do you have?
I have too many that I need to organize them.
1.7K. Okay, why did I open my mouth?
Oh, I have, but I hardly know them. That's the thing. It's like, why did I add these? Why did I follow these people? I decide just to follow them back. And even when they want to connect with me, I do the same thing. I gotta reorganize it, and I really gotta stick it to the business. Like if they're just outside Bitcoin people, I don't really want to deal with them. Like I don't really. Here we go. There's some people I can tag. URIP. And all these people are like, oh, I want to go to one of your classes, or I want to learn English. And I tell them that, oh, I know who I can actually invite. SHAIB. B. Here, I know some people I can actually tag. I don't know if
You can check your room if there's people who want to come in so far.
Oh yeah,
Probably
I would have heard a ding. We would have heard a ding by now. There's
Holy.
nobody.
So
Yeah,
far, it's
we're
been
all.
6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know why Tim mentioned getting the word out. He probably has. It's been shared 9 times. Let's see. I'm just tagging a few people here that may be interested in joining. Who else can I add? I'm just thinking of all the regular students that the people who join Teacher John's class. I'm just trying to give them a tag. And it's been shared 11 times. So here's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to kind of try to tag them with the yeah, no one's comment to sign up, which is kind of, it's okay, I guess, but I'm gonna post the invite code to them.
It. It's been
Yeah,
shared.
it's been shared 11
times.
times. Yeah.
Do you mind just quickly checking your Zoom because you're the host?
Yeah, I'll make you co-host. You can see for yourself. There's no dings. It's just you and I. I'll make you co-host. Actually, I should have already done that. Yeah. So I have a pro version on Zoom. So I invested in the pro. That was my own doing. because I liked going live with my classes, and I thought this would be a way to really get Web Talk out there, to really paint the picture of what Web Talk is and all that stuff. So I invested in the Pro Zoom, and Tim did as well. It was actually my idea, influenced through another web talker, talking about how we can really get the word out. Um, and I'm trying to. Here you go,
Hello.
Hannah.
Hello. So far, we have one person.
Yeah, Hannah, I believe. Oh, I didn't
Hello,
put a waiting
Hannah.
room, but it's
Oh,
okay.
I turned it off. I wanted
It's
to
okay.
come.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Um, I'm pretty confident it will be all right. Uh, let's see. Hannah, are you there?
Yeah, teacher, I'm here.
Hi. Okay. Well, it's up to teacher Zanny if she wants to
Hello.
begin. Did you have more friends that want to join Hannah?
We're looking for more people to join to make the most out of this activity. I need at least 10 people.
Yeah, you probably won't get that. You might get 3 or 4.
Really? You think so?
Probably. It's technically I would think you'd be able to get somebody. It's their long lunchtime. I hear that in Vietnam everybody has like a split shift. So there's like a oh
And it's a
that's not
working day. It's Thursday. People are probably at their jobs.
yeah, but I hear in Vietnam that Hannah, I have a question about Vietnam. Hannah, I have a question. So I hear that a lot of jobs have a split shift where they'll work a morning, have a long break, and then go back to work. Is that with most jobs or just teaching jobs? Anyways, well, teacher Zanny, I mean, we have Hannah here. We can wait maybe 5 more minutes if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Um,
to wait. I'm gonna start at 10:45 and go off 30 minutes till then.
okay.
So if it's just Hannah, Hannah gets the best lesson ever. She'll get
Yeah,
both
and
attentions.
then what you can do is you know how to download YouTube videos, right? You can snip the YouTube video from this jumbo stuff and then just snip it from your start of the
Mhm.
lesson. Um, so uh, yep. All
So
right,
far, how many
so
people are showing up? Okay.
it's just Hannah right now.
I mean, it's shared more than 9 times, so 9 people shared it.
Yeah, so it's been shared. I pretty much have my students or parents trained. There's a system they have to follow, and I make it a little more complicated than almost all the web talkers. I let them sign up for my class, and then about an hour before, I talk mail them the invite privately. So it's easier for me to handle who's getting the invite. Otherwise, you get a bunch of campers that will just come into your class without commenting or liking or anything, which is fine. You're just getting your feet wet here, so you're gonna be a rock star here, Zanny. I can guarantee it. You do these often,
Wait,
and
I've been messaging people privately to come in and join, and after I sent 4, they said I need to become a Web Talk Pro member.
wait, about joining Web Talk?
No, no, no. I'm sending people private messages, and then when I sent one person, like I was sent 5, and when I started to send my 6th one, they said you need to become a pro member to send any more messages.
Oh, okay. So what you're doing is you're not connected with them, right?
Hmm.
So if you're not connected with them, you have to be a pro member to be able to do. But if you connect with them and they connect back with you, then you'll be able to do unlimited. You'll be able, if you're a pro, you can do up to 20. I don't even use my unconnects. I just want to connect with everybody. Does that make
Perfect.
sense?
Yep.
So
Got it.
yeah, so if you connect with them, then you can do you can do infinite amount of messages. If you're not connected, then I think you can only send up to 5, I believe.
Mhm. Okay.
So
5 is a good number.
yeah. Yeah, all right. Let's see here. Let's see how many times it's been shared. It's been shared 12 times now.
I mean, that should get a fair amount of attention.
Well, a lot of people just share because they just want to support you, and they don't
Mhm.
maybe they don't have time today to
Yeah, it
to
was short notice.
yeah.
So now we know that we need to plan at least 5 days in ahead. I think I'm gonna plan my next one this Saturday then.
Well, what I would do is what I do it in the morning or afternoonish, early afternoon, and then well, also they know I have a system too, so I have a schedule. They know my schedule. Today, for example, I did take a rest on Wednesday. I decided to go
Mhm.
3 days a week now instead of 4, but I might go back to 4. I haven't decided yet. I just feel
Mhm.
really out of it and just like meh because of the whole the la la la. I don't think I could say that word or I'll get demonetized. So I'll refrain from saying that word.
BWP?
Yeah. No, the DIVOC. Red rum, D uh the DIVOC.
Oh,
Just
okay.
I
Yep.
don't think I hear like people can get demonetized for saying the deep oak.
I got you. 91 DVOC.
Yes, exactly. 91. That's funny. 91 Devok.
DVOC.
The 91 Devok.
It's like a fragrance.
All right.
Anna, do you wear any fragrances? Is Vietnam famous for fragrances? I know China is. China does the who is that designer? Get her name. It's like Johanna. This one Chinese student of mine has like 10 Johanna bottles. And I can
Oh
barely
wow.
afford 2. I'm like, okay.
I'm
Fragrant.
gonna do something for you, teacher Sonar. I'm going to spotlight your post.
Okay, it has been 10:46. Are you ready, Hannah, to learn English today?
Hannah, are you there, buddy? Uh-oh. We have to unmute her, or could she should be able to unmute. Yeah. Hannah, are you there?
I'm lost.
Teacher Zanny's ready to start the class.
Okay, I'm gonna start sharing my screen.
Go for it.
I love your background, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna do one more thing for you, teacher
Go for
Zanny.
it.
I'm gonna spotlight your post. Okay. And maybe
You're
others will
stuck now.
join. So
You're
we'll
stuck.
see.
You look possessed. You're in your freeze frame.
I'm free. I'm frozen. I shouldn't be frozen.
Not anymore. Now you like went like in what's the term? In inception speed.
Okay.
You
Well,
went really fast.
I'm gonna spotlight your post here so I can get some activity for you. And
It's saying 3 watching now. So if 3 people are watching, one of them's me, one of them's you, then that means there's one other person on YouTube.
it could be, yeah.
We should make it that it's either all on Zoom or all on YouTube.
Well, the way the live works is you can watch this YouTube live in WebTalk. So when you
Mhm,
share it on WebTalk, you can
mhm.
watch it inside. So I just did a spotlight post, and hopefully people will join.
All right, so
So
far we have Hannah. Welcome, welcome, Hannah. How are you doing today, Hannah?
maybe she's busy. I don't know. Hannah?
I think if she's there.
Maybe. I don't know. Um,
Hang on, I feel like this was just the wrong time. What time did I do it last time?
you
Because
did
last
it
time I
around the
also did like,
same time.
yeah, and I did it at such short notice.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. See, I just shared a spotlight. You see that?
Mhm.
So I'm sharing your. Hopefully, people can join. Let's see. Hey, you might as well just act it
Real class
as if it's a seminar or what do you call those videos where you're just speaking to them and they don't speak
podcast.
back? Yeah, just like a broadcast without an audience responding back to you, as I'm saying. If you want me to go off videos so it's just you doing it, that's fine as well. I can just be in the background trying to get people to join if that's what you would like.
Oh no, it's fine. It's all good. You can stay.
Okay.
It'll make
But
me feel
I'm
comfortable.
here. I could just be out of the video as you're giving your seminar, and I'll just try to get people to join you. Is what I'm saying. So I gotta be in the background, muted as you're just talking to the audience or to the
Perfect. That
student.
works too.
All right. So, note to self, note to you. This is the point where you can cut the clip right now.
Okay, hello everyone. So in today's lesson, we're going to be discussing our diversity. Now let's do a quick Google search of what diversity is. Diversity meaning. It means having a range of different things. A variety is another way of saying that. An assortment, a mixture, having many different unique compartments all blended into one makes diversity. Now, talking about diversity and having ranges and variety, one thing that comes to my mind is salads, because I'm a little hungry and I always like salads. Let's look at all these different salads. Do you see how there's a variety of different things in a salad, but they all combine to make the salad taste amazing? Like, let's look at this one here. We have some avocado, it's green. We have some yellow bell peppers or capsicum. We have some, I think that is cherry tomatoes. The cherry tomatoes are red and they make the salad sweeter. And we have some cucumbers that add that little watery taste, and we have some lettuce. Personally, I'm not a fan of lettuce, but lettuce always adds that little crisp flavor at the end. All these different compartments make the salad taste unique. The salad will not be the same if you take one thing out. If you took out the tomatoes, will the salad be the same? No, it won't be as sweet. If you take the cucumbers out, it won't be as watery. If you take the bell peppers out, it won't be as crunchy. All of these different compartments make the salad taste wonderful, just like all the different people in the world make the world wonderful. Let's take a look at this picture here. What do we see? What's similar about everything and what's different? Can anyone tell me? Yes, it's a person. They're all people. This is all showing a human face. These are different compartments that make the human face recognizable. So we have one person's eye, and we have another person's eye from a totally different side of the world. We can probably guess their nationalities. What are your nationalities? Vietnamese, interesting. We also have different shaped lips. Yes, some are colored, some are darker, some are bigger, some are smaller, but at the end of the day, they all belong to a human. Now, the next part of this exercise is I want you to take, oh, look at this little face I made. Isn't it cute? I want you to take 60 minutes to just write down the answer to the words I am. If I ask you, who are you? And you want to respond by saying, I am, what would you say about yourself? And the catch to this exercise is you have to say everything but your name. You can't say, I am Grant, I am Hannah, I am Teacher Zani. You have to say something else. I'm going to give an example. If somebody asks me, who am I without my name, I'm going to use words to describe myself. I'm going to say, I am kind, I am crazy, I am caring, I am ambitious, I am, what else am I? I am Canadian because I'm from Canada. I am loud. I am energetic. I want you to take 60 minutes to just think of as many words as you possibly can, and then we'll come together and share them. I'm going to start a 60-minute timer right here. In fact, I might reduce it down to 30 minutes just to get this class over with. Timer going in for 30 seconds starts now. Mm-hmm. 10 seconds. That's it. Timer went off. Oops. See? It's off. Started again. So what answers did we come up with to this question? Okay, that sounds interesting. Okay. Funny. Yes, some people use the word funny to describe them. Nice. Yes, you can say the word I am nice. Or sorry, the sentence I am nice to describe yourself. You can use the word nice. That works. Moving on, we're going to discuss how complex the word identity is. Identity is what you think of yourself. When somebody asks you, who are you? And whatever answer you give forms a bit of your identity. It's a small part of the whole who am I. Your identity is a small factor that determines who you are. Let's move on. So identity is very complex. Other people can help you form your identity. Can you give an example of people who help to form who you are? Who helps your identity? Yes, your identity can be determined by race, ethnicity, gender, age, wealth, sexual orientation, able body or disabled, religion. Let's come up with examples for one person's identity by using as many random things that come to mind. I'm going to ask you guys to come up with the answer to this question. We're going to make a hypothetical girl, and we're going to come up with her identity. So, this is a girl, and her name is Stella. Stalla. We're going to come up with Stella's identity. So, when I say the word race, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Stella is race Hispanic. Where does she come from if she's Hispanic? Does anyone know? Yes, she could be Mexican. Ethnicity, she is Mexican. Gender, she is female. Age, she is 18. Wealth, she is, I guess, middle class. Sexual orientation, she identifies as straight, but there's more she can be. She could be bisexual, pansexual. There's so many more ways to describe someone's sexual orientation, but she is straight. That's how she identifies herself. Able-bodied or disabled, she is able-bodied. And her religion, she is Jewish. All of these factors help to determine Stella's identity. All of these aspects are unique and help to form the person who she is. She thinks she's Hispanic, so she's Hispanic. She's Mexican, she's female, she's 18. All of that factors into who she is. All of that makes up Stella. Does that make sense? Good. I'm glad. Next, here's an interesting quote I want you to think about. Other people are a mirror in which we see ourselves. That is a deep quote. That means that if I look at somebody else, it's like I'm looking inside a mirror because that mirror helps to tell me who I am. Why? Let's go back for a second. Remember when I said that lots of people determine who your identity is, or lots of people help to form who you are? So certain people who can help to determine your identity are people like your parents, your peers, your teachers, your neighbors, your store clerks, and the media. Can you give an example of what any of these people might say about you? What might your neighbors say about you? Can anyone tell me? They say you are nice. That's good. It's good to be a nice neighbor who comes in handy. What might your teachers say about you? Hardworking. Yes, it's good to have a hardworking student. What might your peers say about you? That you're friendly. That's a good trait to have. It's nice to be friendly to your peers. Then you can both pass the time equally well. Imagine if you had peers who thought that you were not friendly. Would you have lots of friends and company? No, no one would want to be with you if you were not friendly. Moving on. Hello. What is my social context? Identity depends in large who the world around me says I am. So your identity is determined by the people all around you. So some questions you can ask yourself. Have I been surrounded by people like me? Am I a minority? Am I English speaking or What other languages do you speak? Am I living in a rural, suburban, or urban or neighborhood? I'm going to answer these questions for you. Have I been surrounded by people like me? No, I have not been surrounded by people like me. The people around me are very, very different. My neighbors are of a completely different background and ethnicity than I am. I have people from both sides of my house who come from totally different parts of the world. The person on my left comes all the way from East India, and they are vegetarian. They do not eat meat. So we need to make sure that if we're ever going to give them food, we do not give them any meat. Person on my right is from Nigeria. They're all the way from Africa. Yet somehow we ended up in this part of the world where we're all neighbors and we all live together in harmony. We have never had problems with either of my neighbors, which makes us very, very lucky people. Am I a minority? Yes, I am a minority where I live because I am in an age range. I am making up the age range from 20 to 30 years of age. Let me write it down for you guys. Can you guys hear me? Anyone want to say hi?
Mohaba Mohammed.
How are you?
I am fine, and you? Hello?
Hello. Where are you
Yeah,
from?
how are you?
Good, good, good. Where are you from?
I am from Somalia.
Oh, Somalia. Interesting.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Hello, do you know Somalia?
Yep, it's all the way in the east of Africa, right?
Yeah, East of Africa, yeah.
It's called the Horn of Africa.
Horn of
Horn.
Africa.
Yeah. You guys are right next to
Horn,
Djibouti.
yeah, Horn of Africa. Yeah.
You guys have some nice beaches there.
Djibouti, yeah. Yeah,
Perfect.
Djibouti and Somalia. Djibouti. Yeah, Djibouti is a part of Somalia.
It's a smaller country. You guys are bigger. Awesome. How do you like my lesson so far? Are you learning?
How do you?
Are you learning?
No, I don't learn English. No, no,
Mm,
no. I am not learning. I stay at home. Hello?
That's good. Your voice is cutting off a bit though.
Yeah, maybe technical problem.
Okay, I'm gonna continue on. But it was nice meeting you. If you have any
Yeah.
questions, let me know. Thank you so much for saying hi. Okay, moving on. I am a minority because I am in an age range that is not that, what's the word I'm looking for? That is not that well known. I mean, in a minority for the population means that there are some people who fit in it, but not all. So let's think of it like a pie. I make a small piece of that pie. Other age ranges who have more of it make up a larger fraction. So we have children who are from 0 to 18. They make a larger population than people who are 65 plus in my area. I am in an age range that makes me a minority, which is 20 to 30. Does that make sense? I am English speaking and I also live in a not rural area, but I live in an urban neighborhood in a small town. What defines a small town versus a big town? My population is less than 65,000 people. So that makes me from a small town. Versus some cities have more than 1 million people. Do you see the difference? In some cities, there are populations of over 1 million. Why did I make a dollar sign? I want to erase that. I want to make a 1 million. Over 1 million people live in one city, whereas only 65,000 people live in another. So when you reach the age of around 13, 14, that's when you start to figure out that you have a distinctive and unique identity, which means that you have a very special identity. So adolescence is a time when you become aware of this. When we are young children, we aren't that aware of the people around us and how different we are. We are too young to handle the fact that we may or may not be very, very distinctive from each other. So let's just do a quick survey. The Who Am I survey. When I ask you, who are you? How do you answer? Anyone want to answer this question? Who are you? Where are you from? How old are you? What are you like? I just did one with Stella. So in every society, you always have people that are called the dominant group. This means that most of the people fit into this category, the dominant. And then the opposite of that is the minority. The minority makes up a smaller portion of that area, but they are more special because there are not that many of them. So when I say, what does it mean to be or have certain privilege? What does that mean? Does anybody want to answer? What does it mean when I say you have certain privilege over someone else? It means that you have access to getting things easier than other people do. Let me give an example. Does everybody know what this is? What is this in my hand? I took a picture. What am I holding? You're right. This is a phone. This is actually a smartphone. Does everyone in the whole world have access to smartphones? Mostly, but there are some people who don't. So cell phones are a dominant part of society, meaning people who have meaning people who are cell phone holders are the dominant part of society. What can they do that people without smartphones can't? They can call, they can take photos, they can text. If I didn't have a smartphone, would I be able to do all these things? No, not at all. But since I have a cell phone, I have access to do certain things like taking pictures, selfies, going on WhatsApp, calls, texting, going on Facebook. I have the internet at my fingertips, but I wouldn't if I didn't have a smartphone. Were you ever a minority is a good question. Were you ever the other in society? I know I am because there aren't many people who are 20 to 30 years old where I live. So we are considered the other. We are considered a very, very small group as opposed to the rest of society. Okay, it was wonderful having you guys in today's class. I hope to see you again. Hello,
Hello, teacher.
how
How
are
are you?
you?
Hi.
Where
Thank
are you
you.
from?
I'm from Vietnam.
Awesome. What's your name?
I am Mỹ Phong. I am
Where from?
35 years old.
Oh, you are 35 years old. Wow. Where are you from in Vietnam? Are you from a rural area or are you from a big city?
I'm from uh I'm from hometown.
Hang Tao. How do you spell that? How do you spell it? H.
Sorry, teacher. I can't hear it. I am in a beginner.
Which city are you in? Ho Chi Minh, Hanoi, Da Nang?
I am Tiền Giang province. You know?
No, I'm not that familiar with Vietnam. Can you tell me the name of your city?
No.
Is it
I
this one,
am
Vung Tau?
uh,
Can you see my screen?
countryside. I am from countryside.
Oh, the countryside.
Yes.
Awesome. So not many people around. Perfect. We were just discussing the countryside.
Yes.
So how many people live in your countryside? Do you live in a village?
I don't know.
Great. Okay, so far, did you learn anything in today's class?
Uh, yes. I want to learn English. I want to improve um English myself.
Sounds wonderful. You look like you have it done. I have a question for you. When you look at this picture, what do you see?
Let's see.
What is this picture showing? Do you see it?
Sorry, teacher. Uh, I I don't know. I speak little very bit.
Sorry?
Uh, I I don't know. Vocabulary. Little bit. Uh,
Hey, Mei Pong. Teacher Zanny's asking you, when you see the photo, what do you see?
What is this
Can you
photo
see?
showing
Can you
you?
see her screen?
I see.
Can you see her screen?
Yes.
What is that a
What?
picture of?
Yes. Yes, I see.
Yes. What do you see when you see this photo? Is what she's saying. Like, what do you see? What is it?
What you see?
It's a it's a
What do you see?
face.
What
A
do you see?
face. Do you wash your face?
Uh, pie. It's a pie. Yes, it's a
A
pie.
face, yeah. Can you tell me where you think the people are from, like their ethnicities? Where do you think this person's from? What do you see? This is a person's eye.
I
And what part of the world do you see people with these types of eyes?
Yes. Eyes.
Eyes,
Mouth.
mouth. What else?
Nose.
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 And what about these? Uh, These are ears. Perfect.
Ear.
Yes. And
Hair.
hair is right here. Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna go over to yes. What would you like to say, Mohammed? Would you like to
Yes.
answer the question? When you
Yeah.
look at this picture, what do you see?
I see eye.
Eyes, yes.
I see eye. Yeah. Eyelids. I see cheek. I see nose. I see
Is this
lips.
is this eye different from this eye?
Yeah.
How is it different? Can you
One
tell me?
one eye is light and one eye is dark. That's
Yes.
the
One
difference.
eye has light skin tone, one has dark. But are they from the same? Are they both human eyes?
No. Human eyes are same.
Really? They're not human eyes?
Yeah. It's a human eye.
Yes, they're both human eyes. But can you tell me, where do you think the person from this eye's background is? What's their ethnicity? Where do you think they're from in the world?
They are from white. They are white people.
Yes, they're
I
white
think, and
people.
this people is black.
Mm-hmm. And the person in the black, where do you think they're from? What countries
Yeah.
can you name what they're from?
I can say maybe Africa.
Yes, anywhere in Africa, people have eyes and skin tones like that. I think they're both beautiful. They're both human eyes. They both get the job done. They're both human beings. Do you see any difference in this in terms of other than the fact that their eyes and their human eyes?
Sure.
Do you see anything more different than the two of them? Other than their human eyes? Is one more special and not special?
All human eyes.
Yep. In these two eyes, do you see any of them that is, do you prefer that one is more special and one is not? Or are they both equal?
Yeah, they are equal. All human eyes
They are
equal.
equals. All humans are equal. Perfect. Thank you so much. That was the gist of my lesson today. Did these people choose their eyes? Yes, Mei Fang, what would you like to say? Thank you, Mohammed, for answering. I really appreciate it. You gave me some very good answers. Yes, Mei Fang, what would you like to say?
I want to say thank you the lesson your laugh.
You're very welcome. Next time when I do a live session, you're more than welcome to come in and say hi and participate. Did you learn anything new?
I think your last very good.
All right, perfect. Thank you everyone for joining me here. It's now time to cut this class and say bye-bye. So remember, the main focus of this lesson was to say that we are all the same.
Bye, teacher. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.
See you later.
All right, I'm gonna remove them now. Remove everybody, then you can give your final thoughts if you want. Oh, everyone left. Okay. So you can say whatever you want at the end now.
All right. So hopefully, I think we should just cut it off, even though we have to cut it off at a tangent. But I'd rather cut it off like when I said that, okay, it's enough.
Oh, that's fine. Then I'll end the YouTube now.